Hey, what's up, guys? We're the Chain Lift. I'm Adam. He's Mark.
Yep.
We have a special coaster spotlight today because we have our friend John, all the way from York, England. He got to ride Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
He did.
So we have him on this episode of Coaster Spotlight so he can give us his thoughts, his rating, his impressions of the overall ride and everything.
That's right.
And if you haven't seen these Coaster Spotlight videos, what we do is we talk about the ride, the history, the stats of the ride, and then we rank it, or we rate it at the end on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, John's going to rate it with this guy, Coaster Boy.
Yeah, because we haven't ridden on it yet, because we don't...
We live in Michigan.
Yeah, we live in Michigan. It's really far from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so he's going to rate it at the end of the video on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not a good ride, 10 being amazing, and then he'll give us his thoughts and everything, so it should be fun.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And what's this ride about? It is a Mack double launch. It has a height of 88.5 feet. It is 82 feet for a drop. It goes 53 miles per hour with a length of 3,750 feet. Pretty good.
It's a long ride, yeah.
2 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yeah.
And, of course, it intertwines with, like, the entire park.
I think it broke the record for the most interactions with other rides around it.
It did.
Yes, so a lot of cool things about it.
2 inversions. You got a zero G-roll, and you got an Immelman, which is after the second launch.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we'll bring in John. So, John, what'd you think about it? Give us your overall thoughts.
Well, first of all, welcome. Thanks for being on with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah. Personally, Icon is just what that place needed, because the last major investment was obviously a big one, but Icon is not a smooth launch. Doesn't fit. It's not that fast, not that slow, but it's just the right amount of speed for what that attraction needs.
So, watching the POV video, I know some people thought that it seemed kind of slow on the POV. When you're actually on the ride, is that ride really hauling?
It's not. I wouldn't say it's hauling. It's fast. It just doesn't. Obviously, videos make it seem slower, but once you're on it, it feels much faster than what the video states it is.
Right, and one of the comments I read about someone who wrote it is they said that the speed through the first inversion, it's not too fast and it's not too slow, but like you get some good hang time on it.
Oh yeah, a lot of hang time in the first section, and it's nice, a nice steady pace going through the first inversion. Because of how tight that area is where that inversion is, you're going in between both parts of the track, then going under the big one.
So watching the POV video, I always thought like the coolest part of that ride was the first initial launch through the tunnel, and then over the top hat underneath the big one. Is that the coolest part?
Oh yeah, because if only you can see that the first airtime hill going through the big one, just going into launch and then coming out the tunnel, seeing the airtime site, that's an amazing sight, feeling. And it's better on the back of the train.
Yeah, that's cool. And how many times did you get to ride Icon?
I only done it the once on that day, but I have got plans to go back to it within the next week or two. But that one ride, it's just what is worth the wait.
Yeah, and where did you sit on the train?
I basically sat second row on the back.
Okay, that's a good spot. You got some good pop of airtime, I hope.
Oh, it was plenty of airtime. And the staff, they were just flying out them trains throughout that day.
So what was your favorite element on the ride?
Mine would probably is not necessarily favorite element. It's more the interaction down by Steeplechase and Big Dipper being that low, going underneath and that tight. And then suddenly popping out over the back at the end of Steeplechase. That is my favorite section of the ride.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, anybody watch it? It's super twisty and turny. Like I watched the POV like 5 or 6 times, and like once you kind of get to the second half, I didn't know where the heck the ride was anymore. Like in the park, like
it's like you almost get lost. Even I almost got you saying, "I'm amazed that we managed to make it through that part of the ride or that part of the ride."
Yeah, especially it seems like after the second launch and you do the Immelman, that part of the ride is just a lot of like quick twists and turns and transitions.
Yeah, it's just quick turns and transition, that thing, but it's done so well. And the second half, my favorite part of it is like the last interaction with Big Dipper, where he's so close to it and can almost touch the Big Dipper train as it went past.
Oh yeah, it looks really cool. And then how do you feel about the overall theming of the ride?
Being the type of place that it is, it's very sleek, very nice, very clean. Not much in the way of theming. There's nice little bits and pieces around. Especially like if you see seeing these red posts at least near the big one, where they've got names of the people who made the ride as well as the Pleasure Beach's founders as well.
Okay, yeah, I saw those. I was wondering what those were, those red posts.
Yeah, they've got like Amanda's name. I think they've got some Mac family names and maybe some engineers on there as well, I think.
So are you glad they didn't go with that, like that blue and green supports and track on the initial POV?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that Blackpool did go with that, but I'm glad they didn't go along that, being since that was just test footage. But actually seeing the grayness in the flesh actually really suits it, and I had skeptical thoughts about the design of the train, the scaling look. After seeing it in the flesh, it actually looks really nice.
Yeah, I think the trains are cool looking.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So I guess we've read a lot of reviews on the ride, and like everyone's saying best coaster in the UK now. What do you think? Is it the best? Is it in your personal top 10?
It's in my personal. It's in personal top 10. Yeah, it's definitely one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
And obviously, is it the best coaster in the park?
Well, yeah, I think it is now. I think it is now the best coaster in the park, because previously I was enjoying Big One, but now Icons, it's like, that is now probably going to be the new icon of the park.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how are they going to fit any more rides in that place?
It's Blackpool. They'll try and find a way to fit it in there.
They'll just go over the top of everything.
Besides the ride, I thought the most impressive part was how they fit that thing in there.
Yeah, and they not only fit it in, but it's so long. It's really long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to basically take out just one minor attraction with a little go-kart near Steeplechase and a bridge to fit it in, as well as some bits of the old log flume.
That's not too bad.
Well, I guess the big moment. So you got 10 coaster boys to pick from. What do you give Icon?
I would probably give it a 9, really.
A 9
That's a great score.
9 out of 10 for
Yeah.
Icon.
Oh no, if it maybe had a little bit more, if Pleasure Beach was more of a theme park and had a bit more theme around it, maybe it would creep up to a 10. But for whatever it is, I think a 9's a nice rating.
A 9's pretty good.
That's really good. And I mean, I'm sure Blackpool Pleasure Beach, from the feedback they're getting already, they have to be super happy about it. So.
Oh yeah, after seeing so many tweets from friends, other media outputs, and even the big boss herself, they all glad it's happened and so long in the waiting.
Yeah.
Well, with that, John, where can we find you at?
My Twitter handle is at just_John1, and it'll be the same for my Instagram if you want to follow me with my little adventures doing any parks or any other little attractions.
So make sure you check them out. Well, thanks for being on with us, John. We appreciate it. And we'll have you back on sometime.
See ya.
And you can follow us on Twitter
At the Chain Lift.
at the Chain Lift.
Mm-hmm.
That's gone. Subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
leave comments below if you've been on Icon and let us know what you think about it.
Yeah.
And
That's all of it.
that's it.
All right.
See you later, guys.
Bye.